everyone. Welcome to another one of our infamous vlogs. This one we're going to be talking a little bit more about our compass history. So we're so glad you're with us again. Hopefully this will be enlightening and edifying and educational and butterflies will flit around your head as you watch this video because it'll be so good for you and fun to watch.
It's kind of funny that you should mention butterflies around your head because I think one of your famous comments about the topic we're going to talk about is unicorns flying
at your butt. I wasn't going to make that one because this is on video and I didn't want anybody to have a really gross image of a unicorn flying out your butt.
So what we're going to talk about today is dreams, and where did our concept of dreams come from, and why have we worked so hard to integrate it into all aspects of our company. As we record this vlog, we actually will have an entire group of people going through an entire day of our dream seminar. So yeah, we take it really seriously. Mm-hmm. We invest in it on a regular basis to make sure that everyone in our organization is dreaming.
It's a big deal. It's our tagline: dreams, direction, destiny. And as we tell our people when they're going through their leadership training, you have to be pursuing your dreams if you want your clients to be pursuing theirs. That's what the ISP really is it's a dream document. But if you're not going after it yourself, how can you help them? You can't give away something you don't have. So it really is a big part of our culture. Which takes us back to the question is why?
So we have mentors and people that speak into our life regularly, and I was discussing how important it would be for my entire organization to, and I didn't have a word yet, we all need to be thinking and planning and working on things. It's not just a client's job to work on things, it's staff job to work on their own things, and this is how community really happens and works. And I had a mentor in my life say, you should read a book.
The book was called The Dream Manager. It was actually a kind of an allegorical tale of a real story that happened in Cleveland, Ohio. And in this book, it was a janitor company, the professional janitorial services. They went into office buildings, high rises, small rises, whatever, and they just empty the trash, clean the buildings, take care of that sort of stuff. So you're talking about low-skilled, low-education labor. Most of their employees were internationals. Many of them only spoke their other language, not English. We still kind of related to that because a lot of our best staff aren't born and bred in California or America. They're from around the world, and they have different educational backgrounds, different educational accomplishments. And so we kind of resonated with that. And it really challenged us in terms of how we lead and affect and encourage and guide our own employees.
Mm-hmm. So we were on vacation and we listened. Actually, I believe I read out loud the book. That was
before we discovered Audible.
It was before Audible was really happening. So I read the book out loud to us as we drove. And we finished the book, and it's very inspirational, but it's allegorical, so everything works out in the end.
It really challenged us. In fact, it kind of ticked me off because it challenged whether or not it challenged me in terms of what kind of a leader am I? Am I really trying to encourage my people to go after dreams? Am I supporting them? Am I getting behind them even in tangible ways or intangible ways?
So we went through the process ourselves, and then we took some of our key leaders through the process because we found that it really challenged us and it really caused us to have honest moments of truth about what are our dreams, what's happening in our world, what we would like to see happen that's not happening. It's really a journey of truth. It's a journey to, first of all, because what you have to do in a dream culture is you have to recognize where you are today, which sometimes is not very fun to do. Mm-hmm. And then you look into the future and you see what's possible. But then you also, what we loved about this whole process is it's not just I dream one day I'll own a home. No, it's you have to put feet to it. What's going to be your first step? An ISP. You do your own ISP. What's your first step? What's your second step? What's your third step? What's going to be occurring for these dreams to really become reality?
And that's the direction part of the process. It's, as Sadie likes to say, it's where the real hard work begins and ends, quite frankly. Mm-hmm. So this process of dream pursuit really challenged us to focus on dreams that were real dreams. And then kind of say to some other things, not so much. I put down there a few things that I still want to do, but I'm really not sure anymore if I'm going to get to. One of the things I put down there is I want to learn to speak Italian. I don't know. I don't even remember why. I think because I like spaghetti. I don't know. But I really don't think I bought a copy of Rosetta Stone.
Did
and
you?
I did. I bought the Rosetta Stone. I used it I did one lesson on my computer, and I've never done it since. So I don't know. It's probably not a real dream. It probably wasn't a real dream for me at the time even, but it was a nice idea. But sometimes putting foot to the dream validates whether or not it's legit.
Yeah.
You know,
One of the things that was on, we had quite a few that have happened. Getting my master's was on mine.
Mine too.
And we've both gotten our master's since then. Another one that was on ours is, so I wrote down that every decade I wanted to re-celebrate or celebrate our relationship. And we were coming up on a 10-year mark. And so because it was in my dream journal, I was able to share that with Eric, and then I went all out. We had quite a party.
If Donald Trump gets to have $1 million third wedding,
That's exactly what I said. I said, hey, if some people have second and third marriages and they get a new opportunity to celebrate new love, why shouldn't we celebrate our love?
Because it's going to be the only one we're going to have.
Yeah, exactly. When we saw the life that was coming from our own, first of all, the truth that came out of it, the ability for us to really look at where we were and what we wanted to change and how we wanted to develop as people, we were like, this has got to be part of our culture. And this isn't just for clients, because we already had the ISP process. We already had something where the clients we were challenging them to grow as people. And it was like, hey, you know what? For this to really be an inclusive community, we all need to be going after our dreams. So
Absolutely.
we started to invest. We've done dream retreats, dream seminars,
The weekends, one-day events. We've done coaching. We've done support.
We've actually invested in dreams. We've spent some money on dreams.
People have actually spent money on each other's dreams. One person got a bicycle. Her coworkers pitched in money and helped her buy a bicycle, which is beautiful.
We've also had people that had a dream of getting their citizenship, and people have invested. And then we've celebrated that. That was really fun.
I mean, double-digit number of people declare a dream of getting their college degree or their master's and achieve that. One person declared that his dream was to reconcile with the son that he was disconnected from, and that happened for him. Another woman, her dream was to achieve 50 pounds of weight loss, and she declared that in a room full of people, of coworkers, which was one of the bravest.
It was really intense.
One of the bravest things I've ever seen a person do, and she achieved it. Actually, I think she got more than that.
Yeah.
So what we have found is that when people declare their dream and do it convincingly to themselves and to others, they have a much higher likelihood of achieving it. And ultimately, they have a much higher happiness factor in their life, which is what this is all about. Having a life that you enjoy living.
And they have the experience of a group of people, a team, a community rallying around them to see their dreams achieved, which is what we're all doing for our clients, because it's very personal. And in fact, I've had people say to me, hey, is it very professional for me to sit for an entire day and talk about my dreams? And I say it's more than professional. It's required in our culture, because I want you to have the experience of what you're asking our clients to do every day. You're asking them to be vulnerable and share what's their dreams. Maybe their dream is to get married, or their dream is to have a home of their own, or, there's just hundreds and hundreds of dreams within our organization. That's a near and dear and tender and very vulnerable thing to do. And we're asking our clients to do it every day. Yep. So it's just not fair, if you will, of us to not be willing to do the exact same thing. And so if you can't do it in a room in one day, then is it fair for you to go out the next day and ask our clients to do it?
Exactly. So that's kind of where dreams came from. It's a good book. I recommend it, again, called Dream Manager. I believe it's by
Matthew Kelly.
Matthew Kelly. I was getting his name wrong. It's Dream Manager by Matthew Kelly. And it's about a true organization. We've actually met the gentleman
that became the Dream Manager. Super fun. We're friends now. It's cool. Super cool.
It's super cool. But more important than that was that we stumbled across the idea at a key time for us, and it actually has made an impact on our culture. It's been 10 years now, and we will not walk away from the notion of challenging people to declare and pursue their dreams, because that's where the real joy of life happens.
All right. Well, that's our dream culture and why we've gone after it and
where it came from.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
Next
guys.
time.
We'll see you again.